Good morning class. Pag-usapan po natin yung criminology and law enforcement sa criminal investigation. For a while lang ha. But, before we start, gusto ko imagine nyo muna tong klase ng sitwasyon na to. Kunyari may nangyaring robbery sa isang convenience store. Tapos, pagdating ng mga polis, wala na yung suspect. Siyempre, dun sa convenience store o sa tindahan, may mga broken glass kasi ninakawan, di ba? Tapos merong CCTV, no? And kita yung mga may mga fingerprints, may witness din. Tapos may isang taong nakita malapit sa isang lugar na kung saan dun yung store. So question mga anak, paano po natin malalaman o paano malalaman ng investigator kung sino talaga yung gumawa ng crime? So, randomly ba napili ng suspect? Base ba yan sa pakiramdam? O base sa mukha ng mukha siyang kriminal, no? So, kailangan magkaroon tayo ng systematic process, no? So, exactly, no? We need facts, information. So, we need facts, information, evidence, analysis, and proper procedures. So, yan ang criminal investigation. Okay? So, let's start. Let's start sa basic word na investigation. Okay? So, yung word na investigation, it came from the Latin word investigare, which means to search into. So, it also related sa Latin word na vestigare. Okay? Vestigare. So, meaning to track or trace. Okay? So, even from the origin of the word, may idea na tayo. Again, investigation, it means searching, tracing, examining, and discovering. So, investigation is a systematic and thorough process of finding out what really happened. So, class, kapag sinabi kong systematic, ano ibig sabihin? It means organized, may procedure, step by step. So, systematic again, it means hindi tayo bara-bara. No, hindi yung feeling mo lang, mukha siyang suspect or narinig mo lang sa kapitbahay, but instead, we should ask, ano ba yung facts, ano ba yung mga ebidensya, ano ba talaga yung nangyari? Sino yung involved at paano nangyari? Kailan nangyari at papaano, no? So, that is most important, no? How can we prove what happened? So, according to the concept in our module, investigation, it involves the collection of facts and information and the recording of the examination or the inquiry and report. So, investigation, meron niyang two important side. Number one is the finding information. Number two is recording, no? Recording and documenting the information. So, hindi sapat na may nakita ang investigator, kailangan itong maayos na ma-document. No? So, because later on yung evidence, ayan kasi yung napaka-importante pagdating sa korte. Okay? So, let's make it more specific. So, if investigation is the general process of inquiry, ano naman ang criminal investigation? So, pag criminal investigation, it is an applied science involving the study of facts to identify, locate, and provide evidence. Provide evidence concerning the guilt of criminal offender. So, again, it may involve yung searching, no? Interviews, interrogation, pangangalap ng ebidensya, no? pagpe-preserve sa evidence, yung crime scene examination and documentation, pati yung investigative method. So, there are 3 important components according to Brandel. Sa criminal investigation, meron tayong 3 basic components. So, number 1 is the process. Number 2, the crime related information. Number 3, goals. Okay? So, pag sinabing process, investigation is a process, meaning may sequence, may series ng action. So, hindi lang isang action, no? Next, crime-related information. So, the investigator needs information na related sa crime, no? Example, witness statement, CCTV, physical evidence, yung mga digital information, pati na rin yung crime scene observation. Okay? Next, we have the goals. Why are we collecting this information? Because investigation has a purpose. So, we want to determine what happened, no? Para ma-identify kung sino yung mga taong involved, yung location ng suspect, and syempre yung pag-develop ng evidence na makakasuporta sa isang kaso. Okay? So, next, punta tayo sa the fundamental purpose. Okay? The search for the truth. Kasi yun lang naman lagi dito ang hinahanap, no? This is one of the most important ideas sa criminal investigation, is the search for the truth. So, kay Dr. Hans Gross, he emphasized that the basis and the goal of investigation is to search or discover the truth. So, bakit ba importante yung truth na yan? Kasi kung mali yung conclusion ng investigator, ano yung mga possible consequences? Siyempre, mamamali siya ng tao na aarestuhin o yung magiging convicted. E di yung totoong offender, makakatakas, no? That's why criminal investigation, it is not simple about catching someone, no? It is about determining the truth based sa facts and lawful evidence, no? So, yung investigator, it should not start kung I will prove kung sino yung guilty, no? Dapat yung investigator nag-i-start yan na i-determine kung ano yung mismong nangyari base sa available na facts and evidence. Okay? Next, sabi dito, no? Very interesting concept. Na ang criminal investigation is considered as art plus science plus process. Okay? Why? Kasi investigation as an art. Bakit art? Because investigation requires skills, judgment, communication, creativity, initiative, resourcefulness, and sometimes intuition. Okay? So, for example, imagine may witness na takot magsalita. So, yung investigator, they need communication skill. Hindi po pwedeng sabihin niya na, magsalita ka na ngayon. So, the investigator need na ma-establish yung appropriate communication para ma-obtain niya yung information lawfully. Okay? So, ang pinaka-important dito, no? Intuition is not proof. So, yung instinct ng investigator, it can help generate leads. But yung leads, it must be still tested through the facts and evidence. Okay? Next, science daw, because it follows systematic methods. No, investigator, they use knowledge from different sciences and discipline. Example, they use forensic science, di ba? The chemistry, biology, fingerprint examination, pati na din yung mga digital forensic. Yung mga medicine, photography, yan. No? So, example, may dugo, may blood stain sa crime scene. So, hindi lang natin sasabihing may dugo, but in scientific examination, it may help determine the relevant characteristic ng evidence. So, yung signs, it will help the investigator para ma-analyze yung evidence, but yung signs alone is not enough. So, the investigator, kailangan niya din ng initiative, may critical thinking, and also, judgment and resourceful. Okay? Next process. Bakit tinawag na process? Because again, there are several stages. No? So, number 1, identification. Number 2, collection. I'm sorry maingay yung dog ko. Preservation. Evaluation. And presentation. So, identification, no? First, i-identify ano yung, bakit yung investigation daw ay process. Identify, kailangan i-identify yung facts or yung information or yung mga possible evidence o ano yung relevant sa kaso, no? Next, collection, relevant information and evidence properly. Kolektahin yung mga ebidensya, no? Next, preservation, no? Pagdating sa forensic, we have the legal value. If may evidence tayo, hindi po pwedeng kahit saan ay ilagay yan. So, the integrity of evidence ay nagmamatter. Next, evaluation, no? Evaluate and process the information. So, ano ang meaning ng evidence? So, does it support one explanation? Kung may isang ebidensya, nasasabi na ba niyan agad yung mismong nangyari? It is reliable or it is relevant, no? I-evaluate mo yung mga nakuha mong evidence through, galing sa preservation. And next, presentation, no? Evidence may need be properly presented in the investigation and eventual legal proceeding. So, dito sa mga korte, pinapresent yung mga ebidensya kay judge. Okay? Next, we have the goals. The goals of criminal investigation. So, according to our material, criminal investigation, it aims to accomplish several things. So, yung goal is to determine whether a crime was committed. Ano? Number 1, determine whether a crime was committed. Okay? So, hindi lahat ng reported incident ay automatically means na yung crime ay nangyari. So, the investigator need to determine what actually happened. So, at the same time, yung investigator kailangan niyang i-establish talaga kung ano yung nangyari, ano yung mga property na nakuha, ano yung circumstances na meron pagdating sa commission ng offense. Okay? Next, legally obtain information and evidence. Sinabi ko na to, no, kapag illegal kinuha yung ebidensya, it not admissible sa court or inadmissible. So, legally, hindi porket useful yung evidence, automatically okay na yung paraan ng pagkuha. So, investigator must observe the law and applicable procedures. Next, identify persons involved. So, we want to determine kung sino yung victim, witness, and suspect. O sino pa yung relevant sa information. And next, arrest suspect. Naman talaga yung goal ng criminal investigation. So, where legally justified and authorized investigator, they may apprehend suspect. But remember, again, being a suspect is not the same as being guilty. So, a suspect is someone investigated kung saan related siya sa crime. So, again, yung guilt, it must ultimately be established to the proper legal proceeding. And last, number 5, recover stolen property. Okay? If property was stolen, investigator may work to locate and recover it through lawful means. May anim pa pala tayo. No, yung present. Present the best possible case to prosecutor. Okay, the investigator gathers and organize lahat ng relevant evidence and information. So, yung case, it can be properly evaluated ni prosecutor kapag pinasa niya. Okay? So, we have the three main objectives. So, class, again, if you remember only one portion from today's lesson, ito lang yung pinakatatandaan nyo. Yung threefold or the traditional threefold objective or the threefold aim in criminal investigation, the 1, 2, 3 ILP, identify, locate, and provide evidence. Again, identify, locate, and provide evidence. Tandaan niyang threefold aim na yan. Lagi yan tinatanong sa lahat ng klaseng may encounter niya sa CDI. Okay? So, first, identify yung guilt, yung guilty party and yung mga relevant person and facts. And yung 2 is to trace and locate the person. Yung pangatlo, provide evidence concerning criminal guilt. Okay? So, we have the other specific purpose of investigation. So, of course, yung investigation, hindi yan natatapos. May mga specific purpose yan. Basahin na lang ni ma'am yung specific purpose. Okay? So, number 1, to determine whether a crime was committed. So, ito ay relate sa pag-establish ng factual basis. Sulat na natin. Determine whether a crime was committed. Number 2, verify whether the complaint is bona fide. So, meaning, is the complaint genuine and supported by facts? No? Totoo ba yan? And next, legally obtain, ito yung paulit-ulit na, info and evidence. No? Again, emphasize the word legally. And next, arrest the suspect. Same lang to ng kanina. So, when lawful grounds and yung mga requirements ay nag-i-exist, pwede mo na siyang arrestuhin. Next, reconstruct the crime scene. No? So, try to understand, again, kung ano yung nangyari, saan nangyari, paano nangyari, ano yung sequence. Okay? And 6, obtain admission or confession through lawful interrogation. Okay? Again, yung interrogation, this is part of investigation. But, yung investigator must respect the legal rights and the proper procedure. 7, recover stolen. Keeper, huwag ka maingay. Nagkaklase si ate. Stolen property or missing persons. So, again, this can be another important investigative objective, yung number 7. Ano? Okay? 8, establish motive or intent. Okay? Why might the crime have happened? However, remember that the motive is not always the same as the proof of the crime itself. Okay? Next, number 9, to determine modus operandi or operandi. So, modus operandi or operandi or MO, it refers generally sa manner or yung method na ginamit sa pag-commit ng offense. Gaya nga, di ba, yung mga martilyo gang, yan. they use martilyo. So, that is their modus. Ganun yung MO. Okay? Next, 10. Determine gravity or extent of damage. No, gaano kalala yung damage. So, what was the impact? Ano ba yung impact ng nangyari sa victim and sa property na nawala? Okay? So, next, 11, obtain, I'm sorry talaga mga anak, no? Hindi mapipigilan. Obtain probable cause where legally required. Okay, evidence, it may be used again to establish yung mga necessary legal basis pagdating sa certain action, no? Gaya na lamang nung pag-seek ng warrant. Kasama yan, dapat may warrant. And last, present the best possible case to the prosecutor. So, ultimately, again, yung investigator or in the investigation, it supports the proper, kailangan supportan siya ng mga proper legal evaluation, no? Kagaya nung ibibigay sa korte. Okay? Next, we have the major types of investigation. Major types of investigation. Number 1, formal investigation. Yung formal investigation, ito yung official inquiry na kinakandak ng government agency para to uncover the facts and para malaman yung katotohanan. So, example, yung law enforcement agency, they investigate a criminal complaint. So, pag sinabing formal, tandaan nyo lang, official inquiry. Formal, official. Okay? Next, we have the inquest. So, inquest, it refers to the inquiry into the basic cause or circumstances of the incident. So, it is often associated pagdating sa proceedings na involve yung prosecutor para malaman ano yung mga legal rounds para makapag-file ng kaso. So, it can also refer sa mga medical legal examination kung talagang gusto malaman yung, kunyari, cause of death. Ano? So, example, may taong or may natagpo ang patay under these suspicious circumstances. So, therefore, a medical legal examination, it may help para ma-determine ano yung cause of death niya. Okay? Next, inquisition. So, this is more historical in usage. So, it refers naman sa pag-penetrate sa investigation, particularly associated to sa historically within or with the religious inquiries in Europe. So, for modern criminal investigation, this is not the primary term we normally use. So, yung inquisition, again, it is historical or religious investigative. Okay? So, next, number 4, the probe. Okay, probe is an extensive or the searching inquiry conducted by a government body. So, often, we hear the word probe pagdating sa mga balita, no? So, example, yung gobyerno, they launch a probe into the irregularities. So, meaning, there will be an extensive inquiry pagdating sa issue. So, again, a probe is the extensive inquiry. Next, the research, no? So, research is also a form of investigation, particularly sa science and scholarship. So, yung mga researcher natin, they carefully and patiently examine yung mga information para ma-identify yung cause, yung pattern, and syempre yung facts and original sources na kinuhanan. So, example, no, yung criminology student, kunyari kayo mga anak, nagkanda kayo ng research about sa cause ng mga juvenile delinquency, no? So, ayan, it also perform systematic inquiry. Next, number 6, we have investigative reporting. Investigative reporting. So, investigative reporting is commonly associated to with the members of the press. So, ayan, yung pinaka-purpose nito is to uncover yung mga information and para makuha kung ano yung root ng isang issue. Kunyari, yung journalist, no? Nag-iimbestiga siya about sa mga corruption o kaya yung mga hidden transaction ng mga gobyerno. Yan. Kaya nagpa-publish sila ng mga news. And syempre, yung pinaka-distinction dito, yung police investigation and investigative journalism, again, hindi sila pareho. So, they are not exactly the same. So, they are different into institution and the responsibility. Ano? So, syempre, yung objectives involved yan. Okay? So, next, hindi na nakapagbigay naman ako ng example. So, important principle, suspect is not guilty. So, mga anak, I want to emphasize something very important. Kasi kahit paulit-ulit to, alam kong maiintindihan nyo. Alam kong paulit-ulit din itong babanggitin ni ma'am. So, again, a person can be a suspect without being legally guilty. Bakit po uli, ma'am? Because the investigation ay process lang yan para ma-discover kung ano yung nangyari. But the investigator, he or she should not assume na guilty agad yung isang tao, no? Dahil lang suspicious. Kasi yung investigation, it must be objective and evidence-based. So, suspicion, guilty. So, there are steps in between. Okay? So, yun lang naman ang sakop ng introduction ng lesson natin. So, let's finish with this idea. Again, na ang criminal investigation is not simple hanapin ng criminal. It is much more than that. Kung good investigator ka, you should ask lagi kung ano nangyari. Was a crime actually committed? No? Totoo bang may crime or aksidente lang? Ano ba yung mga facts na makakatulong sa conclusion niya? Sino ba yung mga taong involved? Ano ba yung evidence na meron? Paano nangyari to? Sino yung mga responsible dito and saan to nangyari? So that they can present a sufficient and properly obtained evidence ng mga cases na may evaluate ng justice. So that's why in criminal investigation, again, is considered an art, a science, and a process. So, again, yung pinaka-goal ng criminal investigation is not just simple to accuse someone, but yung goal nito is to discover the truth through lawful, systematic, and evidence-based investigation. Again, thank you class, and hope na nagsulat din kayo dahil mag-check si ma'am ng lecture nyo next meeting.